So,
Okay. Yeah, I can't. I don't have videos. I don't have a video thing here. So
okay, well, don't worry about it. Well, welcome to the call, you guys. And I know both of you are excited to be on this health journey, Nettie and Michelle. And I'm so glad you just ordered your supplies, Michelle. There's actually a shred event tonight that hopefully you'll get to go in there too and see a little bit more. But all this is so great that you're investing your time and your effort in taking care of your body. And why? Because it is the only one that you're going to have to live in. So why not invest some time, invest some consistency, invest some habits into what's really going to pay off for you to feel better, look better, and last longer, right? We only have like a certain amount of organs in our body, things like that. We don't want to have to replace them. So Thomas Edison said many years ago, the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. And so 75% of all disease can be preventable and sometimes reversible with good nutrition. And that doesn't mean the thing on the bottom right, the quote, happy meal, okay, where the food doesn't rot or sprout. And so we like to say, if it doesn't rot or sprout, throw it out. It's not real food. Real food also doesn't really need like this long label. It's just, it is what it is. Grapes are grapes, watermelon's watermelon. And you can see that real food rots. So we like to say real food rots, real food sprouts, like potatoes in the fridge. And so why is that? Because it has live enzymes, and those are what's going to keep you alive, but the striking reality is 90% of the food eaten in America is processed. And it's really harming our adults and our children with lots of disorders, okay? And so Dr. David Katz of Yale says that children are actually more harmed by poor diet nowadays than by drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. And so we want to look at nutrition and see what we can do about that. And it really comes down to fruits and vegetables, and I never knew that growing up. And so I like to know the why behind things. You guys are going to learn the why. Why is the only common denominator of fruits and vegetables on what keeps us healthy? Why is that? And the fact that we're not really, a lot of people think, oh, I'm healthy. And they think because they have an absence of symptoms that they're healthy. But healthy really is determined by what are your good daily habits every day. And a lot of us are not eating enough fruits and vegetables. And the amount we're supposed to have is 7 to 13 servings. This is a minimum in a society where there's a lot of disease. So we want to think even bigger than the minimum. But the minimum for a child is 7. The minimum for an adult male is 13. So we kind of fall in between there as far as how many we're supposed to have. The government says half your plate. Every meal should be fruits and vegetables. Now, preferably, if you think about it, not every fruit and vegetable is equal. You want to have variety. You want to have raw. You want to have vine ripened if you can. And you want to have the dark, dense ones. Here's a good example of what really helps to prevent cancer. And you can look up any disease, whether it's stroke, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, it's all going to say eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And I was shocked by this poster about 17 years ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. I have 2 master's degrees and I did not know this is how you prevent cancer. So I was amazed by that. And so lots of fruits and vegetables. And why is that? A lot of people try to bridge the gap with vitamins. And so let me just explain to you that vitamins are barely scratching the surface of what actually is in a whole food. So in this pepper or in this apple, they've each got about 10,000 nutrients. Some of them are vitamins, some of them are minerals, some of them are phytochemicals, plant chemicals that haven't even been identified yet. So in this apple, there's 10,000 nutrients. This is one page of 25 of what would be in an apple. But only one of those is vitamin C. And what they do is they take it and they put it in the multivitamin. And then calcium, that's a mineral. So they take it and they put it in the multivitamin. But that's missing like 9,000 other wonderful phytochemicals that you would get from that apple. And in fact, if you look up on the internet, how many vitamins have ever been discovered? 13. That's it. And yet there's whole stores called vitamin stores. So it's so much better to have the fruit or the vegetable or to juice them, And so that's one reason why you want to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, besides the American Cancer Society poster. But here's another reason, and this really makes sense to me. And the more you learn about it, the more it will. It's called oxidative stress. every day that we're just breathing, living, we have something in our bodies called oxidative stress, and every day we have a little bit of damage that happens. And they say 10,000 oxidative hits on every cell every single day. And the days that you don't have enough fruits and vegetables, they say it's like standing in front of an X-ray machine. So what happens is fruits and vegetables are antioxidants. So you want to have a certain amount of antioxidants to combat that oxidative stress. When they're equal, you don't have the damage. It neutralizes that oxidative stress. And so if you look at some people and you think, oh, they had a hard life, you know, they look older than they really are, it's because they've had a lot more oxidative damage because of their daily habits, because they didn't take in enough fruits and vegetables to combat that. Like sometimes you'll see even marathon runners, they're doing a great thing, but they're not taking in like so many fruits and vegetables, and you really need to slow that oxidative stress or that aging process or disease process. Because what happens is the cells that are attacked by those free radicals, that's a byproduct of oxidative stress. Those cells actually have a little bit of damage every time, and that's where mutation and disease come in. So it's no wonder that Time magazine many years ago said the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's that they're so good they could save your life. And so that's where Juice Plus comes in. It was invented 25 years ago. And I'm so thankful because I am officially a stay-at-home vegetarian, but I still can't eat enough fruits and vegetables or juice enough fruits and vegetables. So what this is 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been juiced for you. They take out the salt, the sugar, and the water, and they put it into capsule form. And then they also make it into chewables for people who can't swallow capsules. So I take 2 red, 2 green, 2 purple every day. So does my whole family. Or people taking the chewables take 4, 4, and 4. And so they're raw, they're vine ripened, they're the variety. And if you look at the different ones, they're the dark, dense ones like cranberry, acerola cherry, beets, all the different colors. They're the dark, dense fruits and vegetables. And those are the ones you want to buy. And so it isn't a vitamin. If you look up at the top right, you'll see nutrition facts, not supplement facts. If you look in your cabinet, you'll see a bunch of things you've probably bought along the years that say supplement facts. And that's like an isolated vitamin. That's where they take one, they put it in, another one, but you're barely getting that synergy of whole foods. So this is a whole food product. It's also NSF certified, which means it has no herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, banned substances. It's even used by the Olympics for Germany this past time. And it's the most researched nutritional product. So you can look on here to see some of your favorite universities and medical centers all around the world. They have done product-specific research on Juice Plus using the actual products, not borrowed research where they say, oh, there's an acerola cherry and therefore Juice Plus does something. That would be borrowed. They actually test Juice Plus. And so here's some of the journals. There are now 36 peer-reviewed medical journals showing Juice Plus works. So sometimes we just say, it works, it's proven, you know, because it's become so long of a list of the studies. And a lot of these are on juiceplus.com. You can read the whole entire journal if you want to. Basically, Juice Plus is bioavailable. It gets into the bloodstream within 7 days. It reduces that oxidative stress within 28 days. It helps the immune system and also protects DNA within 80 days. And then there's a bunch of different studies showing better cardiovascular wellness, especially when you take all 3 blends or all 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries. And then it reduces systemic inflammation, which is a culprit in a lot of the different diseases. So is the immune system. It's a culprit because a lot of people have autoimmune problems where their B cells are running rampant and they're attacking the body. What happens is Juice Plus puts the immune system back into order. And then a lot of people pay a lot of money for healthy skin and gums. And really that comes from eating the right foods. And so you'll be able to expect better skin and gums also. And that's proven by science as well. Here's my before and after picture. And so around 32 is the first picture and 40 is the one on the bottom. That's my first and my third child. And I had made so many changes between those two. The first picture, I did not know anything about Juice Plus. I didn't know anything about eating healthy. That's why that book is there. It's like I had to pass up the section that was called Best Odds Diet because I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And so I've come a long way, and it really began with Juice Plus. And so I felt really good about having that third baby at age 40, when the doctors were not thrilled that I was pregnant at age 40. It was like, oh my gosh, here, let me give you this brochure, and let's test you for all this stuff. I'm like, listen, buddy, I'm a lot healthier than ever. And I knew I was going to have a healthy baby girl. I just knew it, because I had a couple baby boys 8 years prior, and I was ready for that girl. Well, my husband has had a lot of great changes too. This is when he's already lost 20 pounds. He's lost about 30 or 40 pounds by now, including our 2 shakes, which I'm going to have Susan tell us about. But our whole family is so much healthier because they've grown up using Juice Plus. 2 of them in the womb, these 2 right here, have had Juice Plus. And then this is that first baby who had it right after the womb. And we have had such great health where the doctor's office actually calls us, for appointments, and we have to go in there. And then me, I no longer have allergies. I no longer have hacking coughs that turn into antibiotics, and I have a lot of vitality for my age, I think. And I'm able to play, what's most important is I'm able to play 3 hours of racquetball if I need to and still function afterwards, which is really good. So our family is so much healthier just by having the 2 habits. We're going to go into the shake in a minute, but Juice Plus and our complete shake have really put us all on the right track every day. When you have the complete shake, you have about 45 different plants that are going in your body every single day, with the inclusion of the trio blend and the shake. So it's just a great way to start your day every day. And sometimes we have it twice a day, the shake. And you can look on here to see some really good things. But what I try to teach people is we need to increase our plants, And a lot of people get caught up in let's have meat for breakfast, let's have meat for lunch, let's have meat for dinner, and also let's have dairy at all 3 of those meals. Well, it's good to have an alternative where you can increase your plants. That's what's really going to decrease inflammation. And that's what's really going to make you healthier. So this is one way to have one of the healthiest meals that you can have, that has really good protein, really good fiber, which means a lot. People need fiber. Juice Plus provides that also. And also a variety of foods that actually the healthier countries eat, like Jerusalem artichoke, that helps build your intestinal bacteria. So all good stuff. And these are the 2 things that have really made a huge difference in my health. And down at the bottom is Susan's shake. And she's going to tell us a little bit about her journey to better health. But I want to make sure I put some of her pictures like that shake. It looks good. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, that is my shake. That was a coconut and almond milk and vanilla complete, and I just sprinkled a little coconut on top. But yeah, that was one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites. I love chocolate cherry, and I love the shake, period. Oh, there, Sharon, you did a good job of putting this together today. There's my before and after. Actually, that's Sharon's hand on my shoulder there. But
that looks really familiar, that picture.
And when I see that picture, I can't believe how full my face looked, because I never thought my face was really, very heavy. But I think just a lot of fluid retention and weight and inflammation, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better these days. So, but back before Juice Plus, I had a ton of inflammation. So I'd have to get up at the restaurant and just stand there for a minute before I could actually walk out. I would tell Ralph, I'd say, just stand here for a minute, and I'll act like I'm gathering my things so that I could stand for a minute and get myself moving a little bit. And that's how I would do it if I sat very long. And even I was reminded the other day that I wasn't able to sleep much more than 4 or 5 hours a night, because I would hurt and I would wake up. And I would tell Ralph, I'd say, how am I ever going to get my rest? It seems like I can't sleep very long. And so that's all changed since I started taking Juice Plus. I'm feeling a lot better, and I can just get up and walk now, and I can lay in bed for 9 and 10 hours, which is nice to get rest. I mean, I was worried about how I was ever going to get proper rest, because I was getting woke up because of soreness. So that was really great after I started taking it and not having that anymore. So, but yeah, the shred, I think Michelle's going to join us on the shred.
Yay.
It's a great way to detox, lose some weight, and try to get some healthier habits in, and maybe leave some of those behind. So it's a great thing to do too. I'm not sure if Nettie, if you're going to join us or not, but it's only 10 days. So if I can do it, I know you guys can.
You do anything for 10 days, huh?
You don't live with your brother. I do.
You're going to have to get him on the shred. And these are some pictures of some things that I did on the shred. Down in the lower left, some veggies and some hummus. Sharon gave me a great hummus recipe to dip veggies in. Lots of water, shakes once or twice a day for sure. Salad jars with good stuff in them that you can take to work and just dump out in a bowl. Those are easy to make, and get a few days of those in the refrigerator. And then at the bottom was a really good lentil soup that I made and froze some of that, and ate on it a few lunches during the shred. So that was very good too.
Yeah, yummy.
And that's me today out raking leaves. I'll tell you, I can't believe the energy I've had since I've, lost some weight, incorporated this shake, taking my Juice Plus religiously every day, morning and night. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, guys. Feeling really good.
How much weight have you lost now?
I'm 60 pounds now.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was kind of stuck at 50, and then I did a couple of the shreds, and that kind of really just moved things along for me. So I got that other 10.
Wow.
I attribute that to the shred.
That is awesome.
Oh.
Well, good. And you've been able to take part in the children's health study, right?
Yes, Dylan did through high school, and he felt great. We weren't going to the doctor, kids and colds, and they're not real clean about washing their hands, and he did great through high school. I don't think he went to the doctor during high school when he did the children's health study, and that is free with an adult taking Juice Plus, that you can get a child to participate in the children's health study, and they get their Juice Plus for free. So it's a great program. It's a great program for them. Great thing to do. Yes.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And really it comes down to good nutrition equals good results, and people ask me, well, what about this disorder? What about this? What about that? It really matters what you're putting in your mouth every day. 75 to 80%. So if we can help lead you in not needing as much willpower, because really Juice Plus, what it does is it actually trains your taste buds to want healthier foods. And then taking in the shake is a healthier food, and it's kind of a limited, it's not like you're starving. Even on the shred, we say you shouldn't really be hungry. You can eat healthy foods all day long. There's a whole book called Eat More, Weigh Less. But good nutrition equals good results. So you just want to put in your body good nutrition, what will actually fuel your cells. And we found really great results with Juice Plus. We have healthy recipes in our Facebook group and ideas and challenges every month. So I want to encourage you guys. I think you're both in there. And really, Juice Plus has never been on the chopping block for us for getting rid of. And we consume a lot of Juice Plus. We make, I hate to say how many servings of shake we make every single day. So much. It's like we go through it like water. We just ran out of chocolate, which I want to die. Seriously.
I know you like chocolate.
I'm using the vanilla trying to make it into chocolate today. I'm like, oh. Anyway.
Put cocoa in it. I had to put cocoa in it.
Yeah. I used chocolate soy milk and did all kinds of other things. But I love the chocolate. My two of my kids love me to make a fruity shake every day. So we have vanilla and chocolate, and then the trio blends. And what I like to say is it's not like buying a vitamin. It's not like buying a supplement. You're actually buying a better body. I really feel like I have a better body because of Juice Plus. And so it's really an investment for you to feel good. And, sometimes when we go out to our car and it doesn't start, we don't want that to happen to our bodies. We always want our bodies to be able to go, go, go. And this is really an investment to get more time out of your day. I know some people are like, okay, well, I no longer need to take, vacation days because of my sick days, stuff like that, where I no longer need to nap, and you never know what's going to happen. But I'm so glad that both of you guys are infusing Juice Plus into your bodies. Here are our products, the Trio Blend, fruits, vegetables, berries, in capsule and chewable form. And then we have the shake, and we also have some bars. We have tart cherry and chocolate fig. This is not the right picture, but that's what we have now. And then our third item is the Tower Garden. But basically, it's all to help bridge the gap with whole food nutrition. That's what our company is all about. They're about inspiring healthy living around the world, and that's what Susan and I are a part of. We go out and we share Juice Plus and healthy living with other people so that we can make a difference, and so we can help stop all the insanity as far as all the diseases that are in existence because of the standard American diet. So this is a way to infuse more concentrated nutrition. So we're happy to be part of the Juice Plus community. Anyway, I hope that was helpful for you guys today. I'm gonna
Thank you.
PowerPoint, and I'm gonna see if you have any questions. Thanks, Susan.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.